everybody. How are we doing tonight? Oh, it's good to be back. Just doing some streaming. Hope you all are doing well. I apologize for missing Tuesday morning stream. Yeah, it's sort of midterm time. My professors have been certainly keeping me very busy with all that sort of stuff, and so I actually pulled an all-nighter that night and slept through the stream. It was kind of rough. That was a rough day. But anyways, I'm happy that you guys are here. Yeah, I'm really excited to be playing some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. It's gonna be lots of fun. It's a great game. Let me open up Steam. Let me get the game going. Let me switch to my game screen. I want to say welcome to the channel to any potential new viewers out there. If you enjoy the content, please be sure to give a follow. Turn on notifications. I'm trying to work my way to affiliate, so every viewer I can get really helps out. It really helps my channel. Yeah, if you want to keep up with the channel, you can feel free to follow me on Twitter at CosmicChurro2. You can also feel free to follow me at Minds.com if you feel Twitter's too toxic. Alright, let's get the game capture up. Spotify. There it is, Phoenix Wright. Let's see if it grabs it. There it goes. Alright. Wait, that's still not quite the right size. Oh, shoot. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Just 1 second. Awesome. There we go. Sweet. And with that, let me turn off my music. It's wonderful Kevin MacLeod music. It's courtesy of him. And let's get started. Awesome. So if you guys remember where we last left off, we're going to do the Turnabout Samurai case. Essentially, here, I'm just getting this open in the background. There we go. Essentially, this case, so we had just solved our first case. We had just proved ourselves innocent. We had gotten Mr. Red White of Blue Corps convicted of the murder. But now there's this new case. Yeah, she's, Maya's upset. Yeah, so essentially, Maya really likes this one TV show, kids' TV show about, like, the samurai guy, and then the samurai guy who plays the samurai impaled someone with a spear. So we're going to do that murder investigation. We're going to represent him. Alright, here, let's just talk to her. Well, what should we do? What should we do? How can you just sit there like that? We have to get down to the detention center and meet the Steel Samurai. Does she want to investigate this case or just do some sightseeing, I wonder? My money's on sightseeing. We don't have enough information to make a case yet. Just admit it. You don't have a clue what happened. No, we just don't have enough information. Alright, cool. So we want to go to the detention center. So we're going to interview the Steel Samurai. Whoa. This is like Wolverine. What's wrong, Maya? It's him, in the flesh. Is that guy really him? What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client. That's him. My gosh. Okay, he looks like Wolverine. That's not just me, right? This guy's definitely looks like Wolverine. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely did it. Murder. At least once. Maybe twice. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you saying? Yes? Something wrong? No. This is getting off to a great start. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Oh, no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know. I didn't want to wreck their dreams. Oh. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now. Nick! What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Yeah. He didn't do it. Okay. Yeah, let's talk to this guy. So what happened? Maybe you could start by telling us what happened? Yes, of course. James, great to see you. How's it going? Glad to see you here. Yeah, doing some Ace Attorney. So apparently this guy plays a samurai on TV. I got the 112, my guy. Hey, congratulations. What place did that put you in with the Celeste speedrun? That's gotta be pretty sweet. Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. Got no clue, but you'll check? Hey, no, sure. Yeah, yeah. Sounds cool, dude. Be sure to tell me once you find out. The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 that morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. But when 5 came around, and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. Oh my gosh, wow. They took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. He had been expertly skewered with the samurai spear. The samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai uses as a weapon. Okay, let's go Steel Samurai. Maybe you could explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is. Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world. Hey, who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of Neo Old Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. Although, I guess he did defeat him this time. You found the leaderboard? Awesome. 2,601st. Hey, that's pretty good. That's pretty sweet. Are you gonna submit the run? I see. Neo Old Tokyo? What comes up with these names? No, dude, you should totally submit that run. Like, beating the game in just, like, hour and 12 minutes? That's insane. You're submitting them all? Hey, that's great. That's awesome. That's really cool. Man, are you gonna work to get, like, even lower time? Or are you gonna try to, like, on Celeste? Or are you gonna try to, like, a new game to speedrun? Like, what's on the plate for you there, James? So the leaderboard people know I'm not messing around and that you're in this for the long run. You're going for top 100 or top 1,000. Dang. So what do you have to do to get, like, what's the time you have to get to do top 1,000? Because that's pretty high. Like, it's gotta be pretty fast, right? Like, you gotta get sub-hour. Now, top 1,000 is like 43 minutes? Dang. So, okay, so if you cut off, like, about a half hour, you could make that time. I believe in you, dude. I think you could do it. You've really been improving. Like, demonstrably. You've really been going up. I believe in you. You keep going, dude. I wish you the best of luck with that. Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. This honestly doesn't seem like a super solid case. So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? Some action hero. So 43 minutes, 12 seconds, and 738 milliseconds is 1000th place. Also found a multiple minute time save in chapter 3, but it's pixel perfect. Dang. So you're gonna just like practice that move over and over again? And that is a really fast time to beat such a difficult game. Like it took me, I know we talked about this before, it took me like 11 hours to beat Celeste. Like the fact that you're even able to beat it in an hour and 15 minutes is insane, dude. That's crazy. What will the kids think? Sniff. I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Okay. Right. Global Studios. I'll draw you a map. Wow, Nick, let's go! You had the worst moment streaming Celeste today? Oh, sure, here, tell me about it. I'm curious to find out what that is. I'm willing to bet $10 she asks for autographs. Yeah, she probably will. Alright, do we have any data now? Okay. No, we don't have any evidence. Okay, there's nothing to examine in this room. Let's get the studio main gate. You hit the restart chapter hotkey with 10 checkpoints left. Oh, dude. Oh, that's... Oof. That's rough. Man, do you have a clip of it? Like, you clipped it if you want to laugh at me real quick. Here, post the link in the chat. We'll take, I can take, like, just a minute to look at it. Okay. Here, here, 1 second. Open a new window. Okay, cool. Let's just restart that. Here, let me... Here we go. Oh goodness, I'll have to resize it a bit, just... Okay, there we go. Alright, awesome. Your girlfriend told you to title it Eternal Damnation? It is a funny name for it.
10. No. No!
Oh, I am really sorry. Oh, that is...
10. No. No!
Oh my gosh. I am so sorry for you, dude. That's really rough. Dang. That is really crazy. You meant to retry to save time. Yeah, I can, yeah. Man. Oh man. Yeah, that would have been a little better move than restarting the whole thing. Dang. Well, I'm really sorry about that. You should send that into goodness, like Shoot, have I been muted for this whole time? Dang it. Anyways, I'm going to be taking a brief break. I'll be back in just a second. Shoot, I'm sorry if I was muted. Oh, dang, I've been doing all these voices too. Ugh. I need to get better at this. Okay, break. There we go. Alright, I'll be back in just a second. Alrighty, I have some tea right here. Should help out with the sore throat I've occurred from doing all these voices. Alright, and we should be getting back into the game. Just as a heads up to you guys, if there's ever really a point I'm not talking, I'm going to try to be better with this. But if there's ever a point where I'm not talking, please be sure to say something in the chat, because I'm going to be talking through the whole gameplay of every game I play. And so if there's if you're not hearing my voice, that means I'm probably accidentally muted, and I make that dumb mistake a bunch of times. But with that, let's get back to the game. I'm gonna try to be better with that, but let's... Alrighty. Wonderful music. Awesome! That was great, and now, let's jump right back to the game. Cool. Alright, so let's look at the photographic proof. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am? Oh, that? I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just a left from the from here is the gate with the camera that took the photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. Okay. It's a little weird it's not like a secure, like, something like a stoplight camera rather than a security camera. Right, because like a stoplight camera, it takes your picture right before you do a red light. This guard station is in a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1 o'clock. Okay. The murder happened right around 2, see? The only ones I seen go through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him too. If he's not the one that did it, I don't know who is. Maybe it was you? Yeah, good one, Sonny. She thinks I was joking. Alright. See if we can get her to talk more about Mr. Hammer. Was the victim Mr. Hammer a popular actor? That tea is still too hot. I will have to wait another minute. Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio. Was? Past tense? Oh yes, he was great as the bearded samurai. That too, yes. He shone the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate, it's a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him? The automatic camera. About the security camera. Oh yes, the camera. It's automatic. It can tell when someone walks through the gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently it records the time when it takes a picture too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over the security guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do. Okay. Alright, let's go to the employee area. Global Studios employee area. Nick! This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look! There's Powers' dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. Okay, a window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted, so I can't see inside. Which makes sense. I mean, for a dressing room. You either want to have curtains. Well, I guess, yeah, if you have curtains, but there's a sign by the dressing room door. Will Powers, it must be neat to be the star and have your own room like this. The door next to the dressing room. It's not locked. Hey, Nick, let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something as a souvenir. What do you mean, find? You never know. There might be something like the samurai spear. We don't need a spear. And that's the murder weapon, for crying out loud. Okay, we can probably go in there. That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. Wow, Nick, you know a lot about the industry. What else would they keep in a film studio? Okay. Let's check the soda machine. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh. It's so normal. I was expecting some cool themed snacks or something. Popcorn, at least. Oh, wait, look! Samurai soda! Nick, try this! Ladies first. Am I gonna try the samurai soda? Okay, let's see if I can move. Alright, let's see if we can go into that dressing room. Powers' dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping? Or at least, this is where he claims he was sleeping. Now, here are my thoughts so far. So, granted, I'm also going into this blind, so I have no idea if this is true or not. Could he have been sleepwalking? That's my thought. No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they? Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth, for his sake. I mean, wouldn't this all be circumstantial evidence? Like, if you say that, oh, person X was near the crime scene at this time, even if you can prove that, that doesn't mean they did it. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. It's locked. Looks like he doesn't open his window much. I guess it is kind of dusty outside. Well, this takes place in California, right? That's known to be a little dry and dusty. There's some regular suits among the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes. It'd be fun to wear one of the costumes. I'd say you were already wearing one myself. They always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. See, my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. That's good. There's a vast array of cosmetics here. Oh, this is the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie. What? Nick, try this on. No. And how can you tell me the name of a show just by looking at a wig? I, kinda like samurai movies. Kinda? She must really like samurai movies. This must be Powers' bag. Hey, don't open that. Look, an employee card key. That must be Powers'. It says Studio One. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it. You mean borrow. Alright, we got a card key. Wonder what else is inside Powers' bag. Stop that. My partner, the thief in training. Alright. Anything else happening? Let's head out of here. Back to the employee area. Let's head back to the main gate. Let's head outside Studio One. Do we have to examine the gate to use the keycard? There we go. The entrance to Studio One. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. I wonder if this keycard we borrowed from the dressing room will work. Beep. It opened. All right, we're in. She's way too happy for someone visiting the crime scene. Alright, let's go inside Studio One. Oh, wow, okay. Studio One. Here, just one second. I'm going to try to fix that controller issue. Maybe if I just blow in the little USB slot. Just 1 second. I'm going to... Alright, good. My mic should be back on. And the controller should be plugged in. Alright. Hopefully we won't have that issue anymore. What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here, and the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. Let's examine the crime scene. This is a ladder. Look, a ladder! That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. This girl is out there. Yeah. Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in! I've always wanted to sit in one of those. Hey, Nick, take a look at that! One of those black and white boards they clap at the start of filming. And look, a megaphone! A real live megaphone! Ready, Nick? Action! This girl is more troubled than I thought. Oh, poor Nick. Alright, they outlined where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected a spear stabbing would leave at least a few bloodstains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. lunchbox? Oh, wait. What's this? That's for reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that. Okay, Phoenix knows a lot more about film than he's letting on. The assistant holds it during filming. Huh. What? Where's your enthusiasm for all things entertainment? Well, lighting is fine, but I want to be the director, or maybe the Steel Samurai. I think she's being serious. Wow, look at that camera! That must cost a ton! Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought! Hey, you! No touching that! I'm sorry, my partner is kind of, you know... You know? No, I don't know. Who are you? Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff. Moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers. WP, I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit, but do what you can for WP, okay? He'd never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry. Leave it to us. Alright, let's see if there's anything else to examine. Wow, look at that camera. That must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Okay. Looks like a backdrop for a stage. This must be used in the Steel Samurai show. Of course, that's the mountain, Neo Fujiyama. Doesn't this... Oh, shoot, it's still acting up. Doesn't the Steel Samurai take place in Old Tokyo? Can you even see Mount Fuji from there? Not Old Tokyo, Nick. Neo Old Tokyo. Oh, right. Okay, so... Alright, let's go back. Let's... Alright. I'm actually doing this intentionally. Alright, let's talk to this gal. Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studios isn't doing so well right now, and yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where Power's dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP going to his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's private. What kind of girl do you think I am? What kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. I'm sorry. So much for getting a confirmation of Powers' alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. WP was the only one who came to the studio. Then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about! A clue! A lead! Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yes, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? Well, wait. If someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry I don't have any better information than that. No, No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot. So you sense that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yes, I think. I think doesn't cut it in a witness testimony. Nick, what about the security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's go to the main gate. What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face. I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times? Sure as can be. But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day. What? You absolutely sure you were watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Eek! Alright, you better tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin! As long as we're complaining about the work I do, eh? We were just talking to the assistant in Studio 1. Her? She's not even a full-time employee! All you youngins are like that nowadays, running your mouths like there's no tomorrow and the other. Like, well, I tell you, I was young, I knew a thing or two about respecting others. Back then it was crime shaming, today, grrrr! She left. Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. Oh, yeah, we can examine that computer. The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Nick! Maybe we can see that photo. You guys are hearing these birds chirping. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Try it. Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, right, Nick? Looks like I just have to enter a few numbers. Let's see, first I need the date of the murder. Looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1 p.m.? That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Please enter the number of the security camera. Oh shoot, what was the number? ST1, I think it was 307. There, entered. Hey, it printed out the data for that day. Let's see what we got. Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something's printed on the back. Huh. October 5th, 2 p.m. photo number 2. What does that mean? Maybe there's more photo data from that day. Nope, that's the only one in the computer. Wait, but this is photo number 2. So that means someone took a photo and then deleted a photo. Hey, Nick! Can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah. We'll put that security lady in her place with this. Right, we'll put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said. Anyways, let's show her this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Shoot, dang it. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it was just a joke. So are we done for today? I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady. Alright, to be continued. I'm gonna keep going with this mystery, though. I'm excited to see where it goes. Yeah, let's overwrite the data. October 18th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 4. Oh, we have to do the judge voice. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well. I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here's the employee area. The actors did a run through their... This is not the right voice. The actors did a run through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station there's a gate, see? Past that are the studios. Here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder, where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th... Yeah, I'm just gonna do a normal voice. I can't channel my inner Gumshoe right now. There are only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead later to that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was canceled. Time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to the whole thing again? I am going to skip it. I think I can probably remember that. Yeah, it's some basic details. So the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. Samurai spear added to the court record. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. Cool. I'm down for that. Will the witness declare her name? Aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please. Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names. I guess that is true. Red White of Blue Court did have a difficulty saying his name, too. Wendy Oldbag, dearie. So just call me Grandma. It's practically my name. So blah, 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 blah. She's just droning on. Objection! I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objections is... Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. Oh, I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony. Now, the witness was stationed at the gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yes, I was. Sounds very southern. You say, yes, and to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. You know your stuff, dearie. You may begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag. She certainly is. Witness's account. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run through there since the morning. I, well, had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers. That man right there, and he was heading toward the studio. You saw the defendant then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Alright, she didn't see him. What happened at 2:30? Okay, I'm gonna press her on this. 2 o'clock, you're sure? Sure as spit. Well, who was the man? Really, you should try not to be so excited at your age. You might strange something. Now, don't get your skivvies on in a bunch. I'll tell you who it was. Okay, let me press her on this. So you were watching there the whole time? No breaks, not even a second. Of course, I'm a professional, you know. Or are you criticizing how I do my job, whippersnapper? No, it's just after seeing you eating all those donuts at the guard station yesterday. You can watch the gate and eat donuts at the same time. Ooh, snipper-wapper. Snipper-wapper? Oh, Windbag is losing it, Nick. Why don't you raise an objection? So the witness was on duty through the afternoon the whole time. Very well. What did you see? Okay, so... I'm just trying to go through. Where can I... Okay. So you saw Mr. Powers? That's what he said. Got wax in your ears, sonny. Nick, this is your chance. Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon. I'll say it again. It was him. Represent. Let me get this straight, old bag, or Miss Old Bag. You've been saying that since yesterday you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you were talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo-Old Tokyo. Miss Old Bag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course, didn't your mama teach you any sense, sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right? No, they can't! Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one in the court is accusing you of that, Miss Witness. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Oh, nosy old man. Of course I have proof. What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised. The prosecution would like to ask the witness, please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time. How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. Ugh. Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof, then. Okay, so how does she... I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run through the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props, and it was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his legs, see? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? So he had sprained his ankle? Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. She's gotta be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Never say anything. Okay. He sprained his ankle pretty bad. Let's press her on that. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained? Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch. Thus the nap. Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked. Dragging his foot? Okay. He broke a prop. Sure did. His own samurai spear. Samurai spear, the murder weapon. Luckily I was there with my duct tape to fix it. It strikes me as a significant detail. Better write this down in the court record. Okay. Wait a second. I'm gonna press her on this, because if she saw Powers trip and fall, that means... Wait. Trip and fall? Wait, she wasn't at the guard station. Yes, and to think you're supposed to be the Seal Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course. You helped make it better? I kissed it where it hurt. Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant then? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. You may continue your testimony. Don't say anything I don't mean, mind you. We'll run through the action scene. There's one thing that bothers me, which is, where's the Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes? And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right. You sure you're sure, Your Honor? Subject. Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, But we have to agree this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. Then allow me to remove the doubt from your mind, Mr. Arnold. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice. Okay, this is where I can punch some holes in. The time of Fort Hammer's death was 2:30, true. The only person I saw go to the studio before that was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Okay. It was that, right? Yeah, 2:30. Are you absolutely sure? Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody's suspicious looking passed by at all. Nobody's suspicious looking. Right. Are you sure? The witness has answered the question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness. That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy. Well, Windbag sure has balls, or, well, you know what I mean. Old windbags have a way of skipping over important details after all. Or for that matter, entirely forgetting them. How convenient. Something for you to look forward to, perhaps. Oh my goodness. No one else went there. Okay, I'm gonna present the photo now. Yeah, okay, that was the right choice. Hold on! Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? Yes, sirree, Sonny. So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture. And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right, anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Ooh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words, October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. Even I know that it means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny? Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is a bit at the end where it says, photo number 2. Photo number 2? The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo? Oh, that's a good point, Phoenix. Order, order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not one, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there is only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access, the security lady herself. Yeah, well, you match your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean. Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help! Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. Some help you are. You're whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper? Something the matter, Miss Oldbag? That's right. I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai. Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way. I see. Your testimony, please. So who is she going to say came by? The other person. Every day after I finish my garden duties, I have one other important job to do. Go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this. Well, of course, Sonny. I've only just remembered it. Right, anyways, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination. Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. Alright, so I'm going to press her just see if we can find who the other person was. Go through the photos. Check them. How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking? Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces, for the most part. For the most part? This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag. Well, I didn't touch that suspicious-looking Will Powers photo, did I? I think she's missing the point. Okay. Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased? A fanboy. A fanboy? Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks, if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day. Objection! Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must go, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. That grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and well, that's when they come in. They come in through the drain? I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids, children, whippersnappers. Kids? So on the photo that you erased, it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What? Order, order. Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on the way to the studios that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be 2nd or 3rd grade. Oh yes, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him. A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield a samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy. Right. As I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. The court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. Alright. Lobby. Mr. Powers. Yes. Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go into the studios? I didn't go to the studios. I was sleeping, honest. So who was the Steel Samurai in the security photo? How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. What? You should take better care of that stuff. I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal Steel Samurai costume. where does this leave me? It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick, what are you going to do? First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this. Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day. Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, exactly. Hey, Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go. Alright, let's go. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Alright, so we're going back with the old bag. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on the matter? The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else who could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well, Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Order. Interesting. The theory you have in mind, however. Be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right, great. As if the stakes weren't high enough. Who was this person? Other than Mr. Powers that could have committed murder. Goodness, who are we going to say? I don't think... Okay. So what do we want to say? I'm just not sure who we accuse. Do we accuse the security lady? Do we accuse the assistant or the grade school boy? I'm just not sure. Who do we accuse? Assistant girl, security lady. Okay. Oh, this is tough. Alright, I have to make a call. Security lady. It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Who? Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag. What? Whippersnapper? Order, order! Is this true, Oldbag? Oldbag, that's Miss Oldbag to you! Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume. Then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right there. Sherlock Holmes too, baby. I like Phoenix. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it? Is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there, do something. What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole new way. Press further. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Mrs. Oldbag's actions on that day. Well, why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Wait just a moment. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy, the one whose photo I erased. He's only a grade schooler though, as you said, 2nd or 3rd grade, was it? That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer. What? How can you be so sure? Or is it nice? Or is it to be... Or is it to be nice to the kids and mean to your elders, day whippersnapper? I have proof. Wait, what? Proof? Indeed. Let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder. Oh, the key card.
Take that!
The scene of the murder, as we all know, was Studio 1. However, you need a card key to enter Studio 1. How could a boy with no formal relation to the studios have a card key? I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? Merv. The Windbag. Speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more you can about your witness, Miss Windy... What was her name? Something Oldbag, Your Honor. Then the prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. Alright, so we've kind of deflected some of the attention. Oh, wait a second. I'm not just going to sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me? I'm talking. No one's happy about this. Oh, great. Stop the presses. The Windbag wants to talk. Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony? Actually, you must know there's something I was told not to talk about. Not to talk about? By whom? Huh. You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, testify. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people on the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them go away from scot-free. Miss Oldbag? This is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now? Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told. No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the Oldbag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can get over who these people were exactly. The studios want to keep quiet about something. Here, let's see if we can get why they won't. So you were told not to talk? That's right, by the studio and the TV bigwigs, no less. Why didn't I hear about this? Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in on it. Alright, who are these people? Who were these people? Well, the director and the producer, for starters. The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through their action scene without a director? Of course. Yes, well, I was surprised when no one asked about it. So where were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime, and they had a meeting after that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. The 2? There was a Studio 2? Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left. The path where the monkey's head was fallen over. Wait, but Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? Yes, I would. No. Continue cross-examination. Told me to pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day, so why did they So they were actually in the studio? Yes, the whole day. When they heard about the murder, they beat it before the cops came. Kill this woman, I swear it. I feel sorry for Edgeworth, almost. She really left him hanging on this one. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. Nick, I guess pressing her was the right thing to do. For an old windbag, she sure likes keeping secrets. Let's get as much information as we can. Alright. Alright, there we go. Miss Oldbag, this is a trial for murder. I know that city. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And they gave me a little bonus on the side. Oh, so they bribed her. So you got your bonus and you still talked. I think I've asked all the questions I have to ask. Alright, let's take a break. Your Honor, we have learned there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and, some bigwigs were all present. Yet as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about the other people we have just been told of. Edgeworth is unhappy. I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. Okay, so I'm guessing... Okay, so here's where I'm at right now. I think Windy Oldbag is lying because... Okay, here, let me just get to the first line of dialogue. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. Here, let's... Okay, so if you wanted to get to Studio 2, you'd have to go through that gate, right? Like, you cannot, like, your picture would be taken. How did these guys pass through without getting their picture taken? Something there doesn't add up. And I'm gonna sort of try to figure it out. I was right to ask you to defend me. Oh, really? It's nothing. Grin. Or should I say... We'll be going down to the studios to do some more Oh wait, this is Phoenix. We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for a cross-examination. So Nick, have we figured out just who it was in the that Steel Samurai costume? Could it really have been Old Windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor Old Windbag, I kind of feel sorry for her. Well, she wasn't winning any points in there with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios. Right, we'll be back to visit you soon. So thanks. Thanks, guys. Alright, to be continued. Ooh. I'll probably go about 10-15 more minutes, and then call it a stream. Now, let's save this. Cool. Alright, let's get back to some investigating. October 18th, Wright & Company Law Offices. Phew, what a day. This is no time for relaxing, Nick. Say, you think WP's got a chance? I guess that really depends on the people we found out about in today's trial. The director and producer. Yeah, them. Well, what are we doing here then? Let's get to the studios. I don't really have anything to examine here. Yeah, let's get to the studios. Let's just go straight there. No one's here. Right, now that they have Miss Oldbag in custody, I guess they don't have anyone else to replace her. Hey, in the guard station, look! She left her donuts. What? I wasn't gonna eat them. Well, I might. Let's go outside Studio 1. Hey, Nick, it looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. You're right. He's probably up to his neck in paperwork after all the commotion at today's trial. So, Nick... Ooh. Remember that Studio 2 we heard about at the trial today? It was down that path with the fallen tree, right? Yeah, I think that's what they said. Maybe the director and the rest of them are there today. Now's our chance, Nick. Let's check it out. Alright, let's move. Let's go Studio 2. Studio 2 entrance. There's a gate there. This is Studio 2? I thought so. Doesn't really look like much like a studio, does it? No, that it does not. Hey, there's a trailer over there. It looks pretty sturdy for a movie set trailer. Are we sure this is a studio? Alright, let's just see. Huh. Some flowers here. Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these. Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. Yeah, it does. Could you have possibly gotten impaled on this, and then they framed the other guy with the samurai spear? Nick, let's go inside. You think it's okay? Oh well, it's locked. Aw, shucks. Closer inspection, this trailer looks like it's been here for a while. I don't think this is part of some temporary film set. These look like materials for making a movie set. They've been sitting here for quite some time. This might as well be a junkyard. Looks like 2 people ate here. There's nothing left on the plates. Hey, so they eat T-bone steaks too. What is it with steaks around here? Hey, there's always room for steak. But something does seem out of place. What? I don't know, it just feels odd. Alright, I think I've examined all I can. Oh wait, LB to slide. There we go. An incinerator. Apparently they just put this one in. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. A light van for moving staff and equipment around. They've kept it in pretty good shape. Looks like it'd run fine. Well, let's go for a drive. Sure, if I had a license. Nick, you don't have a driver's license? But look, I have this. Why are you showing me your attorney's badge, Nick? He doesn't have a license. Can I look at the gate? Alright, let's head back. Let's go inside Studio 1. There's nothing in Studio 2. I don't really want to be in here. Yeah, it is a murder scene. I want to go someplace else, Nick. Alright, let's just... I've seen all this stuff before. Nothing's changed. Where do I go? Do I go employee area? There we go. Let's check this area out. Employee area. Look, it's that assistant girl. Hey! Hi, WP's lawyers, right? I heard about the trial. Great job, guys. Don't mention it. Is it true they caught the security lady? Oh. Actually, she just called me. She told me to cover up that train. You mean that one? Wow, what a mess. I know. I'm not so good with handiwork. Some assistant, right? Yeah, but you do work on the props and the backdrops, right? Right. Just lots of times they end up looking worse than they did before I fixed them. Well, I'm sure that these things happen. Nothing to worry yourself about. You're right, I won't. Personally, I think she should worry at least a little bit more. If you'll excuse me, I have to go to the guard station. I'm supposed to fill in for Miss Oldbag. Right. See you later, then. Good luck with your investigation. Half-finished backdrop for a stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably Neo Old Tokyo Castle. Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? Makes it a lot easier to go up hills. Don't people cycle to get exercise? So the fanboy they were talking about in the trial today, he came in through that train? So it seems. I guess they covered it up in a hurry. Hey, Nick! If that train's covered, the boy won't be able to get in. Yeah, I think that was the idea. I feel kind of sorry for him, don't you? What, you want to rip the grate off? Really, Nick? We can? Whoa, she's serious? Uh-oh. Yeah, let's rip it off. Well, I guess some things are just made to be broken. Yay! You know, Nick, you're pretty swell sometimes. Sometimes. Hi-ya! There, that should make the kids happy. The things we do. The drain gate is off, and I know who did it. Now the kids will be able to come in again. Doesn't it make you feel great to do a good deed like that? Must be nice to live so free of guilt. Okay, so I was hoping that we would be able to go in there. Wait. A T-bone on the side of the plates, minus the steak. Shoot, that's probably got a smell, doesn't it? Here, let's go in the dressing room. See if anything's changed. This is where the steel samurai costume was, on the day of the murder. That's what Mr. Powers says, at least. I guess they snuck in and took it while he was sleeping. But Nick, what if Mr. Powers hadn't been sleeping? I wonder what the killer was planning on doing then. Huh? She's got a point. Cookies. Wait, Nick! What now? These snacks? They've passed the expiration date. Then don't eat them. They're snacks. They're meant to be. I agree, Maya. I like Maya. This Powers' bag. I wonder what's inside. Hey! Supermarket tabloids? Wow, I'm kind of shocked. Maya, leave those alone. Wolfmen found on Mars. I'll have to buy that issue. Alright. Was used in some old TV show. Samurai Boogie Woogie. Okay, I've already heard all this before. Let's go to the main gate. Let's see if we can talk to Penny. Oh, hello. Oh, you look a little out of place. It's the clothes, isn't it? I thought my camo vest might do the trick. I'm kind of an alternative guard fashion thing. Alright, let's talk to her. So how are the studios doing? There's police wandering around everywhere. It's terrible. They won't even let me clean up. Don't want me disturbing evidence. I haven't even cleaned up our lunch plates from the day of the murder. You mean those plates with the steak bones left over on them in the employee area? Yeah, can you believe it? Do kids sneak in here a lot? Well, I don't think there's that many of them, but I do see one in particular a bunch. He's always gawking at the sets or snapping pictures. You should see old Windbag's eyes flash when he sees him. She has a bit of trouble catching him, though. Maybe that's why she erases the photos. She doesn't want evidence that she can't catch this kid. I heard something at the trial today. They said that the director and producer were here the day of the murder. Oh, sorry. I was in the prop storage room, so I didn't see them. I guess they were here, though. The studio head seemed pretty eager to keep us quiet, so they were trying to protect the director. More the producer, really. The producer's our real star here. She saved these studios from the brink of disaster and kept them running. I don't think we'd still be in business if it weren't for that producer. The producer, huh? Okay. Anything else to examine? We could try to talk to... Oh, Mr. Wright, thank you for earlier. Not at all. We got lucky, to tell the truth. You can say that again. Let's not. So, WP, you have any leads that might get us going in the right direction? Sorry, but no. Be sure to tell us anything that comes to mind, no matter how small. We can't rely on getting lucky again tomorrow. Yes. Do our fanboys sneak into the studios often? No, not that I know of. That security lady's pretty strict with them. But today's testimony, didn't she say that they were often hanging around? The kids really love the Steel Samurai. They sneak past when she's not looking, I guess. Let's ask about the director. Was the director present at the morning of the run-through? Yes, he was. He was directing how the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate should move. Why didn't you tell us that before? Well, just the studios asked us to keep quiet. That has nothing to do with this. I hate to repeat myself, but Nick here is a newbie lawyer, fresh off the bar. When he loses, he's going to lose big. I see. Whose side is she on? You aren't hiding anything else from us, are you? No, I sure hope not. Okay, I don't have anything to present. Regarding the murder weapon, yes. Is it heavy, that spear? It's pretty hefty, yeah. I don't think the average person would be able to swing it around effectively. And that's the spear that broke or something during the morning run-through. Oh yeah, I goofed on a round kick, you see. Broke the spear. The security lady fixed it for me right away, though. With duct tape, we heard. Okay, head back. I don't really have anything else to say. What happens if we head back to the... Okay, let's get to the... Let's just go back to the studios. Anything we can present? Oh wait, you don't present with that button. Say, you work with the props, right? About that murder weapon. You mean the samurai spear? Yeah, it's a prop, but it's still pretty heavy. I hate having to carry that thing around. So you'd have to be pretty strong to use that as a weapon, it sounds like. Why is Mr. Powers the only person I can think of? It's not good. Could you take a look at this? That's Mr. Powers. Why is he dragging his leg like that? What is this anyways? Looks like she didn't know about the photo or the injury that morning. Never mind. Alright. You know what? I think this is probably a really great place to save. And I think we should... I think it's probably a good place to call it a night. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I had a blast streaming this tonight. A lot of fun being here. Yeah, I had a great time. I will be back tomorrow. I don't specifically have a time, but I will be back tomorrow for some more streaming. And yeah, I'll be able to, I hope to see you guys then. If you don't mind sticking around, I'm just gonna see, looks like, my friend Johnny, he is playing some Paper Mario. I'm gonna send you guys over to him. Yeah, I hope you have fun there. Hope you all have a great night. I'll see you around. Bye for now.